Hello everybody and welcome to this week's AVARigs. My name is Wesley, not as always, but as always, to my left, we have a pretty wide system. It's gonna go really good with what's about to happen to us, tomorrow, as of today, Monday, the 30th of November. Ohio's supposed to get pelted with snow, so, kind of correlates, right? So as always, I'll break down this PC piece by piece, component by component. And then, I'll dive into my thoughts about it and, what I think it's going to be used for. And one quick shout out. This is probably the last 3950X build you will see. So yeah, let's dive right into it, shall we? All right, so let's go ahead and start with the case. So this is going to be a Fractal Define 7, obviously the white edition, and this is the tempered glass edition, but I did remove the tempered glass piece so we can get a better look on the inside. As for the motherboard, it's going to be an ASUS ROG Strix X570E gaming motherboard, which is an AMD chipset. As for the CPU, as I stated in the intro, this is a AMD Ryzen 9 3950X, and then let's go ahead and move over to the right. For memory, we have a 128 gig kit of KINGSTON RGB. What is this? HyperX? Yeah, HyperX Fury. This is not the Predator. I like the Predator better. Whatever. But this is 128 gigs, 4 sticks, so it's 32 gigs per stick. What's this bad boy? These are clocked at 3200 megahertz. Now moving on to the CPU cooler. Okay, had to double check, pardon me. It's going to be a Fractal Celsius Blackout, and this is going to be the 360 millimeter Radiator. And then as for the GPU, it's a Zotac RTX 3090. They have a 3090 Trinity. I'm sorry, I had to get it right. They have weird stuffs after. Nonetheless, it's a 3090, okay? And then rounding it off, the PSU is going to be a PHANTEKS as well. It's a Revolt Pro, okay, 1000 watt. So as for the fans, it's just the stock fans that come with it. So you got two 140s up front, and a 140, and a 140 in the back. So 3 140s in total. I totally skipped storage. Oh man. So for storage, we have a Crucial M.2 500 gigabytes, and then we have an HDD, which is just a 4 terabyte. It's going to be a Seagate Barracuda. And then finally, rounding it off, as I tried to jump the gun earlier, Corsair Lighting Node Pro. But yeah, it's overall it's a powerful build. Let's go ahead and dive into my thoughts and opinions, what I think it's going to be used for, and so on and so forth. Alrighty, so let's just start off with the case. I really like Fractal cases, especially the Define 7. There's a lot going on. I like it. Building in this case is fantastic. In the back, they have routing sections for you for your cables. It's just an overall really good design. However, I'm not a big fan of, if you haven't guessed by now, I'm not a fan of huge cases. So they're compact. The Fractal Define, Define. I keep calling it Define. The Fractal Define 7 compact. That would be the case for me if I was to go down the Define 7 route. However, they are really great cases. In my opinion, it's some of the best made casing. It's one of the best made cases. Fractal in general, in the higher end, because you do have the lower end. What is it? The 1000. I don't know. Itty bitty cases. They're those are cheap cases. But when you get into these cases, you are definitely getting a sturdy case. Just overall, it's a great case. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and repeat myself, but it's a great case. So on to the components. It's a 3950X. You can't go wrong with that. It's a great CPU. You do have the 5950X coming out, which will, be better. But this, nonetheless, this is not it's not a bad CPU in any way, shape, or form. So, you know, GPU, it's a 3090. Do I really need to say anymore? As for the AIO, I've not heard personally of any problems with the Fractal series CPU coolers. I do know when Threadripper first came out, it was Thermaltake and Fractal. Those were some of the best you could get. But I've never heard anything wrong, or I've never heard anything bad about Fractal coolers. I've never used one personally, but you know, I wouldn't be opposed. As for memory, it's Kingston memory, tried and true. But yeah, overall, I don't think I have any complaints with what is actually in this build. I can't really speak on PHANTEKS power supplies. You know, I personally don't see a lot come through, but I really can't speak on that, so I can't say yay or nay. But overall, again, I really don't have any complaints. The only thing I guess I would have tweaked myself is maybe some different fans, although stock Fractal fans are not bad. Beyond that, I mean, this is a really, really solid build. I do think this is going to be a workstation. The biggest giveaway to me is the 128 gigs of RAM paired with the 3090. The 3950X, I've seen a lot of gaming builds come through. If it was a 3080 or 3070, I'd probably be more on the gaming side. But just because of what is paired, the memory and the GPU, kind of says that this is going to be a, it's really going to be a workstation build. But obviously you can, you know, run wild with games on this bad boy. But again, that's just my opinion. I don't know. But overall, this is a really solid build. Again, no complaints to say. What?
I'm just laughing at you.
Why?
You were just so ready and then you weren't.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that is going to do it for this week's AVARigs. I said that a few seconds ago, maybe a minute ago, I don't know. But nonetheless, I appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified on all of our videos, all of our content we post. We greatly appreciate it. But with that being said, my name is Wesley. This has been AVARigs, and we will catch you next time. If you like the PC in this video, be sure to contact our sales team at sales@avadirect.com, or you can head over to our website by clicking on the link in the description below. You can choose from many pre-built options, gaming or workstation based, or use our configurator to build a PC of your dreams. Be sure to click that thumbs up button and subscribe, and don't forget to follow our social media channels at